Hello, how are you?
Good. Hi. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. It was so funny to run into you the other day.
I know, at the gym and then at Meijer buying a cake.
You know, the complete opposites. It's fine.
It was my mother's birthday. It wasn't for me.
Sure it was.
Yeah, I worked out. I'm allowed to have cake.
I'll be honest, it was just for me. I was having a bad day. You know, I needed something.
Oh, it happens.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, how is everything going with you?
Yeah, it's going well. The girls are picking up their practices. They've got their first match on Sunday.
Oh, awesome!
So they're kind of excited, you know, getting into playing.
Yeah,
so
it is.
It's going good. It's going good. Still practicing indoors, obviously, because it's quite cold. But yeah, it's going really well.
So your first match is going to be indoors then?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of our matches will be indoors. We only play like 5 or 6 matches outdoors the whole spring season just because it's so cold.
And your spring break is coming up?
Yeah, we're going to Florida.
Okay, awesome.
The girls are really excited. They're playing. It's going to be tough for them because I think we're going to be there for 10 days and they're going to play 8 or 9 matches.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be a struggle, but they really like it because they get to go to Disney World and...
Oh, my gosh, how lucky.
Yeah, they really enjoy it. So,
that's so good.
Yeah, it'll be fun for them.
Okay, well, great. So the clothes that we talked about the last time, I did bring in a couple samples, and then I also brought our catalog, so I marked a couple of pages to kind of go off what we went and spoke about last time.
Perfect. Adidas contacted us, and they're upping their prices this season 8%.
Oh, wow.
We're having a bit of a, cost crisis because we're going on spring break, and our costs are a little bit tight, so we're kind of looking for the most cost-effective. Obviously, we know that good quality things you have to pay for it and whatnot, but we're kind of looking for it to be as cost-effective as possible, so that's another factor that we're kind of looking into for sure.
Okay, great.
And deciding.
Well, let's look at what you want exactly.
Okay, thank you so much.
All of this is kind of what all of our dry fit material does feel like.
Okay.
So, normal
really
dry
good.
fit, but the look and textures of it.
Yeah, no, this is really good.
Okay, great. I'm glad you like that.
Thank you for bringing this in. This is great.
Yeah, of course. So, all of these have the colors that we talked about. All the ones that I marked, we can order in the colors that you wanted.
Perfect.
Let's look at this one.
Okay.
So for here, we talked about your spring break needs.
Right.
So we can get these in before you go on break.
Okay.
We'll order them either today or we can meet by the end of this week and get that order in so we can get them to you on time.
Perfect, perfect.
I can also bring samples in so that the ordering is easier for the girls to try on. I'm sure they were going to want to try everything on.
Yeah. They will definitely.
All right, so before we jump too far ahead, our prices are going to be about in this range.
Okay.
So I know your team is smaller, so you won't qualify for the big group discount, but with how much you order, because I know you wanted different outfits and stuff like that, we can probably find a discount in there.
Perfect.
So I looked up a couple different things. Here's this page of all the pricing, docked down and everything.
That's really useful.
Does that look like something we could work with?
Yeah,
and that's not all the discounts added yet, so hopefully.
Perfect. Yeah, that's definitely something I think we can work with. I saw something on this page that I really liked. These two skirts I think are really going to work for our girls, especially in spring break where it's hot and they need thin material. But then when they get back into the cold, they can wear their tights, because Nike I know has really good tights.
Yes, we have very good stuff.
They can pull the capris on, and they can wear that under the skirts, and that can work perfectly. And these can come in black, gray, or red.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And then I saw some stuff here, the track suits. Because we usually play indoors, we don't want super heavy or burly track suits. We want light, dry fit. So these I think are really going to work for us.
These look almost exactly the same as the ones on this page, but they are a lighter texture.
Okay.
So obviously they're the same look, but the material is what's different here.
Right. Okay, we definitely want to go for the lightest possible track suit.
And the price is less because it's not as thick of material. So.
That's perfect.
Yes,
Works
exactly.
for us.
Okay, great. So you want your spring break material, and then we're going to also want some winter gear, but we want to get the spring break in ASAP.
Yes.
Okay. So why don't I get all this stuff together to bring into you?
Okay.
And then from there, we'll order that, and then we'll also be placing an order maybe a week later for the winter stuff.
That sounds perfect.
We can plan to meet twice.
Yeah.
When I come in and bring the things in that end of this week, then we can set up another day for next week or something like like that.
Okay, that works perfectly. So the next time we meet, can you bring in some samples that I can have the girls try for their spring break?
Yep.
And then I think once they try the spring break samples, they're going to be knowing how the material is. So I think we can just go ahead and once we get their sizing, we can just order their winter stuff. Because,
perfect. Okay, great.
Yeah. So once the season starts, they're not really going to have the time to come in and try stuff on. So yeah, I think definitely maybe next week we can bring in some samples.
Okay.
And then they can try them on and they can pick, and then we'll sort out colors, and I think that'll be perfect.
Awesome. And like I showed you on this page, again, I'm just going to reiterate this, the pricing. So here's what like the price would be, but since we're going to have to up it, like you need it right away,
right,
it's going to be a little extra. Is that still?
Yeah, that's fine because we're doing this a little bit last minute,
okay,
so that's completely understandable.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
And I'm thinking that's still a lot less than the 8% increase.
It really is.
Okay, great.
It helps a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then shoe-wise,
yeah,
do we need anything right now?
The girls have shoes from last season that they're still you know, they're working for them, but we're going to want to get them new ones for after spring break. So I think maybe if it's possible, would you be able to bring in some sample shoes when we bring in the other samples?
Yes.
Yeah?
I think the best thing is going to be that I just bring everything in. We'll get a huge order ready and ready to go. But then from there, we'll only advance order the one, and then the other ones will come in afterwards.
Right.
Not much long after, but that way we don't have to do that little increase that I showed you.
Right. Okay.
Does that work well?
That's perfect.
All right, size-wise, what's the range for clothing and what's the range for shoes?
We have a couple really small girls, so extra small to large on the clothing,
okay,
and then the same with shoes, 5 to 10. So we have a broad range of girls on our team, but that would be perfect.
And I'm going to show you the shoe page.
There we go. Okay.
So what shoes would you like me to bring in? I can bring in tons, I can bring in 2 pairs, whatever.
I'm thinking I'm just going to pick out a couple, and then you could just let them choose between the two.
Okay.
I like these and these. I think these are going to work. So those two, and then 5 to 10, and the girls can try them. And if for some weird reason they don't work, we can figure that out, but I think they will.
Okay.
They'll be fine.
That sounds perfect.
So yeah, great. So maybe meet next week?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah?
The earlier you do it, the sooner I can get the stuff to you. And when exactly is your spring break?
We leave on the 21st.
The 21st, okay. So we still have like a little less than a month from right now. Okay, so that advanced shipping is going to be like 2.5, 3 weeks.
Okay.
So we need to like.
Okay, well I can meet towards the end of this week or at the beginning of next week. Yeah, I can meet whenever.
Okay. I am free whenever you need me. So what works best for you?
Honestly, the soonest you can bring in the samples, if it's tomorrow or if it's the next day, like as much time as you need, but as soon as you can bring in the samples, I'll be good to me.
Do you have practice tomorrow?
We have it from 12 to 2.
Okay. I will go back and get all that stuff ready, and I will bring it tomorrow. Where do I bring it here, or do I bring it to your practice site? Because I know your practice is off campus.
It'd be actually great if you could bring it to the practice site.
Okay.
Could you be there around like 2?
Yeah.
Perfect, because then the girls can just try them on.
And what's the address of there?
It's MVP Sportsplex. I'm not off the top of my head sure of the address, but there's only
That's
one
why we
in the
have
area.
Google.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be good.
There's only one in the area, so.
Okay,
perfect.
Great. Well, then I will plan to see you tomorrow at 2.
Great.
I'll bring all the samples.
Perfect.
All the different sizes. I'll bring a couple different layouts too, like so the tracksuits, I'll bring a couple different sets
Perfect.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then obviously the skirts.
Perfect.
Did you want different colors like to see, or really just size matters?
Just size matters.
Okay.
We'll figure out the colors.
All right, perfect. Some people are a little stingy about that.
Yeah, no, perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, well, thank you so much for meeting with me. I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.